Und hallo, herzlich willkommen zurück bei Honkai und willkommen zurück beim neuen Update Version 2.5. Und ja, wir gucken mal hier, was wir in der Post haben. Was haben wir das? Okay. Geschenk des Hauses. Nehmen wir gerne. Jesus. So, hier ist noch Hauptquest. Kampfkunstzeremonie. Dann haben wir das noch. Hier ist auch. Hier können wir auch wieder was abholen. Und hier haben wir direkt mal 4 Banner und 3 so. Wir fangen mit der Probe an. Let's go. Fight, ciao.
Let's see.
All together. Das ging schnell. Technik.
Let's see. All together. Who invited you? Who will it be?
I could take 10 of you! Here you go, Master!
How's this taste?
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Ready to shine! Nice job!
No manners, huh?
In the mood for another beating? Time to mix things up.
Fangs and claws got dull.
Awesome! What's this? Scared yet? Huh? Here you go, Master!
Step up, let's see ya.
Everything is ordained by the stars.
Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Time to show you what Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this?
Und let's go.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Nice job!
Who will it be?
Ach, schade. Und nochmal am Finishen. Bin ich nicht. Abgeholt. Und nochmal. Und dann noch Robin.
Let the show begin. Dangerous thoughts. Resonate all together. Honored to meet me. Great. Stars echo.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Want to see what I can do? Take this. Surprise Phoenix.
Tom.
Time to twirl. No more playing nice.
Time to twirl.
Dodge this. Don't your hands hurt? What are you looking at?
Hau rein.
Time to twirl. Do you know who I am? This big diamond. It's all yours.
On my mark. Not a step back.
I hope for an end to strife in the world.
Just give it up.
Nun Schoß.
Naughty child.
Ich hab gesagt Schoß. Gut, und dann let's go. In den Creatures Morgen Ground.
Haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
Wer bist du? Auch rein. So.
I signed up for a crash course.
Einen schönen guten Tag.
Seriously? When is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Is this how long-life species live? Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an all-time high. Oh, I need to drink some coolant.
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will
Relax.
send boarding notices to all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony starts.
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So, who are you betting on, Bardo?
Tipp auf
I'm
mich.
betting on neither. I lost all my credits betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting rich.
War dance. Here you are.
Hier bin ich.
I heard you and Mr. Dan Heng went to meet the judges, and then a riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried about you. Thank goodness you both made it out safe.
There was a revolt in the shackling prison. Fortunately, we were protected by the guards until the Cloud Knights arrived to rescue us.
The Borisin traveled all the way here to infiltrate the Lafu, and attempt to rescue their leader with a crafty scheme. This is completely unlike them. To be honest, it reminds me of what the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did during the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. At present, all 3 generals are on guard, and taking action to hunt down the fugitives, and the mastermind behind it all, in order to prevent further trouble.
Jo.
However, if these Borisin can disguise themselves as Foxians, where do we even begin to search for them? Yeah, I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the ringmaster. The security of the Lafu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight Lieutenant before taking on the honor of being a ringmaster. Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. Doesn't have to be me. The real
Was,
challenge
das
lies
wird
beyond
unnötig.
the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Hule will wreak havoc. Obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break, intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan, what honor will be left for us to uphold?
Well said. You may be tiny in stature, but your ambition matches that of the Yao Qing's warriors.
Hey, this has nothing to do with my height.
Yes, I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Feixiao.
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Me? this isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and this is way too much for me.
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not you. Ever since you encountered those Borison spies, you've been so busy that
Der
you
mag wohl
hardly
nicht essen.
eat anything. You can't defeat Hule on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hule's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Zhao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Zhao Cho always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me. I've fought against Borison abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The Borison were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are staying in the shadows. They have no reason to rush out into the open. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow. Once Hule loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when we'll strike.
But when will that time come?
Like I said, it's only one meal away.
Eine Mahlzeit da.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight and oversee the 6 Commission's affairs on the Luofu.
Nope.
What is the situation at the shackling prison?
Hule made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the 2 Nameless who were trapped in the shackling prison are safe and sound.
Nope, die sind in Sicherheit.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that she and Don Hung are safe.
Ich bin
We
safe.
lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The Borison have likely taken him hostage. Don't worry, Yukong. Fei
Don't
Shao is
worry.
leading the wolf hunt operation.
Be
and
happy.
You know how capable she is.
I have no doubt about General Fei Shao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. I'm more concerned about the Wardens. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the contest. But now, with Hule's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case
So, Yun Li, what do you think we should do?
Well,
No. Das
I
machen wir dann.
believe we should declare martial law and allocate
martial law?
manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And as for the war dance, it's better to announce an indefinite delay for now.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. I believe there are at least 2. The first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the war dance. If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring that the Luofu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react? They'd be The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably. Boulet's escape and your discovery of Borison's spies at Stargazer Navarre. The fugitive is just one piece in the...
One Piece.
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the law.
One Piece.
Acting as if nothing has happened.
As if nothing has happened? Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to...
That's why I called the two of you here.
No.
General Huaiyan, are you asking me to take Yan Qing's place as the ringmaster?
You caught on quickly, Miss March. That's exactly what I mean.
Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa. How can an outsider represent the Luofu in the ring? It will make the Xianzhou Luofu a laughingstock.
Dear child, the nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate in the ceremony. Plus, Miss March is a disciple of the little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. How can she be regarded as an outsider? We can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the skies. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
Aha, jetzt geht's nach Lingsha.
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the shackling prison.
Borison infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties and commanding Arumaton spectral envoys and spiritfarers to quickly restore order in the affected areas.
I, and the two behind me, will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
But, General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous. Your presence would be...
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hule has escaped, and the Yaoqing envoy is being held hostage by the Borison. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hule herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the Luofu owes her something in return for her fervent determination. How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hule was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yaoqing messengers were ready to escort him? Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all of this.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Luofu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
Dan Heng and Ling Sha. I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging...
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So...
Let's start with those Borisin disguised as Foxians.
My people have already prepared the evidence. According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually Boris.
Looking at him now, it's...
My alchemist detected some... complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borisin were able to disguise themselves as Foxians. Simply put, Foxians and Borisin share a common...
So, in other words, if they stop taking the medicine...
Indeed. This means that these Borisin have a steady supply of the medicine within the Lafu. The disciple. When I was sorting through the prescriptions they used, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borisin's body...
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borisin have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians. Their determination is quite remarkable.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent.
Dieser folgt mir. Jo, wir folgen dir, jo. Gibt noch einen Kampf dazwischen noch.
Here we are. According to the judge, this area is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously. I've captured the nature of the medicine in my sensor. By following the medicinal... Incredible strength. The attacker shattered this warden's bones with...
Such brute strength is not...
If I may be so...
I have lived a bit long with his strength. Over 7, even with medicinal. By the end of the battle, only a...
If that's the case... They're so-called... But, I guess... I'm just a healer.
All right.
Nee, warte. Die beiden müssen raus. Pium.
Ready to shine. Nice job! Time to cleanse the field. Like fireflies until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle. You're a stubborn one. Immerse yourself in it.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
You're a stubborn one.
The mood is set just right. The show begin.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Yeah. The truth burns clear as if everything in this world is bleeding. Set the seas ablaze!
Marshmallow-Hase.
Did this Cloud Knight also take the medicine?
No.
All these Borisin are...
Ich auch. Oh.
Someone...
Despite being alone, it's hard to imagine.
Such is the terrible... Just like you said, Miss...
The Foxians didn't agree.
Exactly. The Foxians I wonder if you know what...
As you mentioned...
Yen Qing told me that
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that the parts of this machine are made from specially refined Borisin biotissue. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called relationship with the Alliance.
Perhaps to those scholars, Borisin are no different from lab animals. Maybe the Borisin attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia Guild for experimenting on them?
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in the shackling prison. It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
this skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them. I'm afraid the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild unknowingly became their accomplices.
Watch out! This thing is still alive.
Das ist still around.
Even after suffering such severe attacks?
Time to show you what I Azure Dragon, White Tiger, Bless Card. What's this?
Their imitation of long-life species has crossed the line.
Nice job!
Stand in position.
Yeah!
Like Firefly until everything burns to ashes! Firefly type 4 fight to land! Yeah. Set the sea aflame! Immerse yourself in it. I could take 10 of you! Here you go, Master!
It can still move. It means it wasn't damaged enough.
Oh, I get it!
Let's make sure it never moves again.
To show you what... White Tiger, less cards! What's next?
Rhythm get messed up.
Stiller Mond. Cool.
The mood is set just right. The show begin.
Set the sea aflame!
Down. Verstummen wieder. Gute
You
Nacht.
haven't answered my question about why Hulei was imprisoned in the Lafu instead of the Yaoqing General. You've been reserved in your response. Could it be that such an arrangement wasn't an honor?
The reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hulei on the Yaoqing lies in the very mech in front of us.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hulei's secrets and use them for their own purposes? Just like with this mech? Well, I understand. I've heard that the Foxians on the Yaoqing share a bloodline with the Borisin. And just like the Borisin, some of the Foxians there experience an uncontrollable insanity called moon rage. The Marshal believed that this would be inhumane and no different from what the Borisin did, so...
Exactly. While Borisin see moon rage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse within their bloodline. Countless healers of the Yaoqing have attempted to unravel this mystery, but to no avail. Why can Borisin control the power of moon rage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? These questions were asked frequently. Each questioner had good intentions. But the road to catastrophe is paved with good intentions. To the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hulei was not only the warhead of the Borisin, but also a monster that could be the subject of...
That's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hulei and the Lafu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Lafu.
This edition of Imbibitor Lunae. By imprisoning Hulei and the Xianzhou Lafu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Lafu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Vidyadhara, and Xianzhou natives, form an alliance, will there be a promising future for all.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Dan Heng, who had just finished his hatching rebirth, so that he would regain the memories of his past life?
What did you just say?
Was hast du da gesagt?
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Videodora to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back on the right path. But just as I mentioned earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions.
If that's the case, I should thank you for protecting my mentor by exiling her.
Quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanking me?
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long-drawn lives? For example, you were implicated along with your mentor and forced to leave your homeland without knowing the truth. And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task.
Your eloquence is indeed impressive, the divine foresight. You won't even leave me any excuses to hold a grudge against you. But let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially, not to choose sides.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Lingshaw. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the side of the Alliance, don't we?
Gehen wir weiter. Aber nicht mehr bei dieser Folge. Das machen wir erst in der nächsten Folge wieder weiter. Also dann, was ist hier für die Folge? Und man sieht uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Bis dann, ciao.